1983, a man vanished from a cabin in the frozen wilderness of Minnesota. His coffee was still warm. His journal open. His microphone pointed down into the ice. And every year since, on the longest night, a voice broadcasts from that tower, reading names. Not random names, real people who disappeared and were never found. Then, in 2019, they heard two names that shouldn't have been there. Names from another story. A motel room, warm coffee, a vanished couple, and then the voice said three words that made the crew flee and never return. You're next. If you've ever felt like something's been watching you, listen closely, because tonight you might hear your own name in the frozen silence of northern Minnesota, where the pines stand like silent sentinels and the lakes freeze so deep they never truly thaw. There stands an abandoned radio tower. It hasn't transmitted a signal since November 17th, 1983. But every winter solstice, at exactly 11:59 p.m., a voice still broadcasts. Not music, not static, not a distress call, just a voice reading names, one after another in a flat, toneless whisper, as if reciting a list from the other side of death. This is the story of Station WX7 and the night it stopped being human. In 1976, the U.S. Forest Service built Station WX7 deep in the Boundary Waters Wilderness. Its purpose? Emergency broadcast, weather alerts, search coordination. Just one operator, one cabin, one steel tower, rising 200 feet into the sky for 7 years. Everything was routine. Then, on November 17th, 1983, operator Daniel Reeves sent his final log entry. All systems normal. Wind SSW at 12 knots. Number distress signals. Going to bed early. Feeling watched. At 3 a.m., his emergency beacon activated. A rescue team arrived by snowmobile at dawn. The cabin was intact. The coffee pot was still warm. Daniel's journal lay open on the desk. But Daniel? Gone. No footprints in the snow, no signs of struggle, just silence. And one odd detail. The broadcast antenna was pointed not toward the sky, but straight down into the frozen lake below. For weeks, the station stayed dark. Then, on December 21st, 1983, the winter solstice, a ham radio operator in Duluth picked up a signal. Faint, crackling, but unmistakable. A voice, calm, genderless, hollow, reading names. Thomas Riley, Maria Chen, James Holloway, Lena Petrov. Names of people who had disappeared in the Boundary Waters over the past 50 years. The broadcast lasted exactly 13 minutes. Then, silence. The FCC investigated. They found the transmitter had been running on dead batteries. No power, no fuel, no human at the controls. Yet, every solstice since 1983, the broadcast returns. Always at 11:59 p.m., always 13 minutes long, always. In 2019, a documentary crew installed a camera inside the cabin. They left it running through the solstice night. The footage showed nothing until frame 8412. The microphone, which had been covered in dust, suddenly, as if someone had picked it up. Then, the voice began. Emily Ruiz, Mark Delaney, Robert Hayes, Linda Hayes. Yes, Robert and Linda Hayes, the couple from the Alpine Motel in Your Day 8 story. Their names were read from a tower in the middle of nowhere. The crew never returned to retrieve the camera. It was found a month later, half buried in snow, recording only static and one phrase on loop: "You're next." This story is based on U.S. Forest Service logs, FCC reports, and recovered footage. Names have been changed for clarity, but the core events remain as documented. Some signals aren't meant to be heard. They're meant to be a warning from those who didn't vanish, but were taken. If you've ever heard static on a dead channel and thought you heard your name, you already know you're on the list. Subscribe if you still dare to listen.